Hello guys, it's me again, Dr. Peanut, doing How to Not Suck in Valkyrien Skies. And I'm joined here with Clone of Bo.
Hello, I'm a nuisance.
Aye. This will be a 4-part series, well,
Five part.
of showing all the stuff that Valkyrien Skies can do. Right behind us, we have 3 types of vessels that you can create in Valkyrien Skies.
It is a mod of how to not suck in Valkyrien Sky.
Yay! The 3 vessels you can make in Valkyrien Skies is a submarine, a normal ship, and an airship.
Look at me, I'm on a submarine. Whee!
So let's begin of everything you'll need to know of making a ship. There we go. Alright, so the first thing of Valkyrien Skies.
This is where you start.
Yeah, the beginning. So when you go underground and stuff, this is the material you need to look for, and when you mine it, you get this Valkyrium crystal. What is this called again? Valkyrium ore. When you place it down and when it generates, it will float up. So make sure when you mine it, it will flow up, don't make it go away. Also, when you have lots of Valkyrium ore in your inventory, you'll start floating. Like example.
You're gonna go high like a fly. Whee!
Slash game mode 0. Whee! So be careful of when you mine Valkyrium ore, because if you have too much in your inventory, you will start flying up. Then we recommend the wings mod to bring you back down.
Also be careful when mining it. I want to show you. If you mine it and there's nothing on top, it will float away.
So you must be careful of mining this.
Valkyrium is one of the most important components in your recipes you will need.
Valkyrium crystal is the most.
Because it is the one that makes everything float.
Yeah, this is a necessary thing you'll need to make the thingy float.
Yay for things!
So, the first thing you will need to know, and you need to craft to make a vessel, is a physics infuser. This is the recipe of crafting it. And then you get 1 physics infuser. This is what you need for the start of your ship. If you right click on it, the physics infuser, and you need to put stuffies in it as well.
Okay, the physics infuser is the thing that tells Minecraft that you are building a ship. So without a physics infuser you will not have a ship, and it also gives physics to your ship. So without the physics infuser there will be no physics.
Yep.
Ding.
Next thing is what we need is a physics core. This is the recipe of the physics core. What the physics core does is, if you go back to your physics infuser, you put the physics core in the middle, and then you can assemble ship and enable physics. We're not gonna do it right now, because then our whole tutorial thing is gonna fly away and have physics, and it's gonna fall down. It'll just create problems.
So it's not gonna work.
You will also see an animation of this moving and stuff, so you can see when you put this down. What this other stuff is for, we're not sure. Any clues?
I think it's just there to look pretty, because you can put 5 cores in there, but they don't really make a difference. You only need the one in the middle.
Yeah, you only need the one in the middle.
But we'll get to the details of how that works. We are looking now at the recipes and what you will need
to craft it. And that's how it looks. While crafting this, you only get 1 of this physics core. Next thing, Avante, is a must-have. It's the wrench. Wrench.
Spanner.
A spanner. This is the recipe of crafting the spanner. Iron. And you need this to make other parts of the mod to function. This thingy.
I'm in the way.
A Valkyrium compressor. This is what you need to make your ship must float.
This controls the height at which your ship will float.
Yeah.
If you are creating an airship or a submarine, you will need one of these. If you are making just a normal ocean-going ship, you won't need one of these. So this compressor helps to set the height
of your
And you-
vessel.
of your vessel. Yeah, and one compressor can lift quite a lot, but we will look at that in a
Of
later
making a vessel.
tutorial.
This
Yes.
is the recipe of crafting it. It's gold, a piston, a normal piston, and the Valkyrien core thingy majiggy, the thing you need over
But
there.
one thing, to make one compressor, you need
You need 4 parts. As you can see here, it says part of A is a 2x2x2. It's a multi-block. To make it work, it's quite simple. You do need the wrench for this. You place a 2 and another 2 on top to make it like this. You must have the wrench in your hand, and then you right click any bottom block in the corner, bloop, and it will create into a compressor.
Okay, also know that where you put the wrench is
Yeah,
the
where you
orientation
right-click.
of where your Valkyrien compressor will point to.
Yes, so the
If you
direction
are
where you
OCD
right click is the face. It's gonna rotate the thingamajig.
If you are OCD like I am, they must all point the same direction, but it doesn't really make a difference in which direction they point.
And it even does
but
a
it
nice
just-
animation, but sadly there's no sound.
We say they go psh, psh, psh.
Yeah, we call this a psh psh block. This is a psh psh block. This is what we call it. And while you craft it, you can only get one of them. Sadly, to make one, you do need, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 just to make one compressor to make a ship float. Now it also depends of how big your ship is, of how many you need of this to make the ship fly correctly.
So this is a network relay. You need it so that you can connect the compressors to the device that will tell the ship at what height to float.
You can change the height of the vessel. You need
Yes.
the compressor a network relay to
And you
connect
must
things.
put network relays 6 blocks apart, otherwise they will not connect.
Oh, and also remember, the network, the relay, can only connect 8 components to make the thing work. You can only put 8 connections on one relay. So you might need quite a lot of this to make it work.
But we've never had that many connections to one relay.
The left lever. The left lever is used to make the vessel go up and down. You right click on it and you can see my finger at the bottom. If you press W, it increases the number, and you press S, it decreases the number. This is the height. The X, if I'm correct. The X.
Z.
Oh no, Z. My bad. The
It's
Z.
Z.
The Z.
The next one is
The wire you need
There's
to make the
wire in
network to work.
between The network relays wire.
Now, you get 2 types of wire in this mod. You get the normal wire. This is the recipe of making the normal wire. Then you get the invisible wire. This is the recipe, Valkyrien in the middle, and you get 8 of them. Now, how do they work? Now, to show you how it works is, this is the maximum length it can go. It's 8 blocks, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. That's how far you can go to extend it.
Yeah, we forgot about 7. 1,
Yeah,
2, 3, 5, 6,
7.
8.
To show you to how it works, it's actually quite simple. You place one down, and you place the other one down. Right click it, right click. It automatically makes a connection. This is the invisible one. You need to have it in your hand to see this one.
The reason for the invisible one is if you don't want all these wires all over your ship.
Yeah, and you don't want it must be in the way and look ugly and that stuff.
This looks pretty.
But just remember, you must make sure the things are connected and everything has its connection, because if something isn't connected, your ship will not function correctly.
Yeah, when we go to the next step where we build an actual ship, it will make more sense why you need a relay and what the lift lever and the
And all this
compressor
other stuff
does.
is actually for.
Yes, so we're not going to go into the detail of what they do, just how to make them and how they look.
Cool.
Next one!
Next part. This is a must-have for some ships if you want to make some ships work. A ship gyroscopic stabilizer.
Yeah.
Clone of Bob, will you explain?
A gyroscope is a thing that exerts a force to keep your ship stable.
Like say now your ship always flips upside down, you put one of these bad boys down, it will automatically put the ship right up.
But you sometimes need more than one. On a lot of my designs, I have at least 8.
On mine as well, I also need like 6 or 4 to make my ship afloat and to keep it upright. This is the recipe of crafting it. Iron, obsidian, a compass, and you get 4 of this ship gyroscope stabilizers. They look the same, so please don't get confused with them. They all look the same, but they all have different properties. This one is a ship gyroscope dampener.
It
Clone
sounds
of Bob.
like you say a shit gyroscope that
Can you please explain the dampener?
out small movements.
Like
So that
say now
your
the
ship-
gyroscope, he does the big job, but there's some
Yeah.
small movement and some ship going side to side, going up and down, like this chair that your grandma sits on. The dampener just removes that small
chair.
the wheelchair. I think it's something else.
Rocking chair.
Yeah,
Mama.
rocking chair. It removes the small movement of making your ship more stable. This is the recipe of it. Iron, slime balls, and an obsidian in the middle. You get 4 of them. Now, the last one of making a submarine. It's the water pump. How this one works is it works by a 5x5 radius. Like you have the block in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and also its height as well, 1, 2, 3, 4. It makes a air bubble of making the ship, if you're making an underwater submarine, so you can walk on it, you don't have to worry about water and all that stuff. I know how it works because I usually make submarines and stuff in the mod.
I make aeroplanes.
This is the recipe: gold, buckets with no liquid in it, and an ender pearl. And Sally only get 1 of them. Now, next one. Clone of Bob, will you please explain?
Why? I don't want to.
Okay, very well then. This is called a basic engine. This is the normal engine of making things work. It is wood, pistons and iron to make a wooden engine. You get 4 of them. Next one is an upgraded one. Oh, to show you as well of the wooden one, that's how much newtons. I'm not sure how newtons works and that stuff, but if your ship goes a bit too slow, remember to upgrade your engines or use more of them to make your ship go a bit faster. This is an upgraded version. This has more newtons compared to the original one. This is called an advanced engine. Cobblestone, pistons, and iron, and you get 4 of them. Now this is the one pretty much everyone use the most of making vessels. If your ship is not too heavy, this is the one we usually go for, is the iron one. And this one has, wow, that's how much newtons this one has. It is an elite engine. Iron, same recipe, just remember iron and inner pistons. Now this engine right here is the strongest engine you can get. It's the elite engine. It's an obsidian engine. Now to show you, that's how much it gives, lots of newtons. And the recipe is iron, obsidian, and pistons. You get 4 of them. Now it depends on how heavy your ship is and how big it is and how fast you want to go. Usually, Clone and Bob and I, usually we just use the elite one and unlimited one if necessary. But we don't usually use this to the basic and the advanced one. And then for last is the Valkyrien, the compact Valkyrien. This helps if your ship is too heavy and it will make it float. It just helps also, it gives lift.
We also use this to balance our ships. If the nose is too heavy and the ship falls nose first, we put more in the nose, or if the back is more heavy, we put in the stern. We put more in the stern of the ship.
Because
so we also use the Valkyrien so that we can let the ship stay level.
Gyroscopes does help, But remember, the more weight you put in, the ship is gonna fall. And this is also when you use the lift block to help with the lift and not making your ship too heavy.
Yeah.
Also, another things, you would know all this propellers, steering wheels and that. We don't use them because it's broken. It's still a work in progress.
Maybe not broken, but we don't know how to use it.
Yeah, with all the testing I did and stuff, we don't know how to use the machines and the propellers and that stuff. So we don't bother of using it. The tutorial here, we're only going to show us the stuff that we use to make our mod function correctly and more fun.
Our ship's fun.
Yeah, to make our ships more fun.
Okay, so this is all for Valkyrien Skies. Now we've got some recommended mods.
Recommended mods to make the mod more fun.
Peanut, stand a bit to the back and then I will switch this on and then they will see the glowstone happening. Can you see?
Yes, this is called redstone paste.
The mod itself is called Sticky Redstone.
We highly recommend this mod because if you watch the video of Valkyrien Skies, the ship war that clone of Bob and I actually made, this is one of the mods I used and my friends also used of making their vessels. What Sticky Redstone actually does is this is the recipe to make a sticky redstone, and you also see this grid. You can make really compact things with sticky redstone and the redstone won't also connect and stuff. That's what makes this mod so cool, because if you know normal redstone you need to build big to make good working redstone contraptions. With this mod you can build small and compact. Like this lever activates this one, this lever activates that, and here you can have levers activating different parts of contraptions. And then over here, my favorite, this is what I usually use for making vessels, is every single lever can also work like this. Every single redstone paste. Ah, fuck, I get it.
Then you've got the sticky repeater.
So yeah, all what this redstone mod does is, it works the same as normal redstone and everything. The thing is just, you can make more compact things with it. Like this contraption right here. The redstone doesn't get connected.
There's also just one small problem with the redstone paste. When in Valkyrien Skies on your ship,
yeah, you don't see this nice green thing here, as you can see.
Grid, and if you disassemble and reassemble your ship,
the paste does fall off. The
redstone paste falls off.
So we recommend, if you build your ship, build the frame, enable physics, and align it so it was in the air, and then do the redstone. Now,
but we will get to that when we actually build a ship.
Now, one thing you need to keep in mind with the sticky redstone is, you see this grid thing, it doesn't pop up on a ship. I don't know why, it's just the two mods are not actually compatible. You must hold shift and you can place it like this. And you just break it left click one by one at the sides.
We'll get to that.
Now, another mod we also recommend is Drawbridge.
What's the point we making?
This is also another mod we highly recommend. You can put blocks in it, you can change the speed, you can also hide a block by doing it, and it looks like this. And then if you give redstone to it, you can do fancy things. The cool thing about this mod is it also changes the weight of the ship. Like if you put obsidian and stuff here, it will make your ship do funny things. Like it's real life stuff here. So a must-have mod. And then of course my personal mod, Violetta cannons. You get an iron cannon, a gold cannon, and a diamond cannon.
Pew pew!
And this mod is compatible with Valkyrien Skies.
We're not gonna fire the cannon because we're gonna kill the submarine.
It's not even loaded. Oh yeah, it's not even loaded in the first place.
I want to shoot the submarine.
There's gonna be a separate video of how to get my cannon mod and how it works, because this mod is really complex and I want to show you guys all the cool feature it can does. It's its own standalone mod. So this is just a sneak peek of Violetta cannons. You get an iron, gold and diamond. So 3 mods we recommend of playing with Valkyrien Skies. And that's everything about what Valkyrien Skies is and how it works. Next episode will be how to build...
how it works.
Okay, not how it works, but the
You're gonna get
basics.
to how it works in the next tutorial. This is what you need to get started.
Yeah, to get started.
There you go. Okay, bye.
Then, so yeah. Yee. See you guys again in the next episode. Bye.